Hey guys, this is a video showing you how to print weekly reports. Now, the first thing about the reports that you'll see is the dashboard. This just has some quick links and some quick information. It tells you how many orders came in the last week. So you'll see the date ranges there, the money, the customers, all of those things are going to be popped up here. Then you also have some links to a specific reports. These links are also on the side panel. You'll see the different reports here. So first up, we have the packing slips. So packing slips are used in the production process. Usually people use them to build the delivery packages. So to know how many orders, to know what's inside every order. Here we have a report that had been already created. I just want to check which items. Okay, 8/16. Okay, so we can do one for the 16th. So you'll select both the start and the end date. If it's just one day, you can use the same for both. Then you select the warehouse that's going to be reported to, and then the report is created, and now you have three different options to print it or to view it. The first one is an HTML view. I like to use this just to browse, just to see any information that is supposed to be there. Next up is the PDF. It looks exactly the same as it does on the HTML side, but this one is just a printable version of it, so you can print it out and use it in the warehouse. And the last one is a CSV version, which has the same information. It's just all packed into a CSV file. The name of the file will also contain the different dates that are inside the orders and the different items inside of the orders. So that's for packing slips. Now this flow of creating a report, then printing the report, this is going to be the same for every other report that we have in here. So I'm going to go quickly over the other reports and what they show. So the cooking report, this is meant to show you specifically all the products and the number of products that have to be prepared for that date. So again, we're going to use the 16th. I'm going to select the main warehouse and just wait for the item to be generated. Once it's generated, I'm just going to click on the HTML just to make sure that everything is looking good. So here we have the individual count of each of the meals, and we have a total count as well. We can also do a breakdown with meals and add-ons. I will show you how to enable that on the settings once I'm done going over the reports. The next one is a tip report. It's just the way it sounds. This is just going to report on the amount of tips that were collected for the delivery dates. So something to know about the difference of WooCommerce reports, and looks like there weren't any tips for those dates, so nothing came up. The main difference between the WooCommerce reports and our reports is that WooCommerce always looks at the specific purchase date. We are always looking at the specific delivery date. So that's the main difference between those types of reports. Next one is revenue. That's just going to give you a breakdown of everything that was purchased for that delivery date. So again, I'm going to use the 16th. And then you'll be able to print the report for this. So here you have a breakdown of the number of orders, the quantity of items, the product amount. So this is the subtotal, all of the discounts, the shipping amount, if there were any gift cards, if there was any tax and totals. I think the orders that we have in so far have been with discounts. So that's why this is popping up like this. Okay, next up we have the route reports. So this is utilized to export all of the route information for the specific date. So same thing, we're just gonna select the 16th here. Cool. And for this one, you only have the ability to print it as a CSV. So here, when we take a look at what's inside, this is going to give you all the information, the full address, the name, the first name, what type of delivery shipping method it is, everything that you need to know about the order to deliver. So Even customer instructions will also be added here. Depending on the software that you're using to actually do the routing, you might have to change the specific names on the titles, but it's just as easy as changing it and saving it again as a CSV. I'm not gonna save that. Up next, we have ingredients reports. So this is utilized to break out all of the ingredients that you need to do the cooking. Now, this will only work if your imports have all the information. So we don't have any information for ingredients right now for the meals that were purchased. That's why it won't show it. But yeah, it will basically, when you upload and you say, hey, this meal has X amount of chicken, X amount of rice, X amount of anything, you'll break it out in the imports, and then it will be added and aggregated here on the reports for the ingredients, and it will show you how much of each ingredient you need for the day. Now the next report is the same thing, ingredients, but it's broken by meals. This basically means it's going to separate that amount. Instead of showing you how much rice, for example, you need for the whole day, it will show you how much rice you will need for specific meals, but you'll get the aggregate for the entire day. And last thing is the settings. So on the settings, you'll see that there are some general settings. Split delivery, you guys are not using split delivery, so we'll leave that disabled. Then you have specific packing slip settings. A lot of these will impact the way that the PDF looks. Here you have the columns that you can print on the packing slip itself. If you want more information, if you want to add a contact information or a message at the end of the packing slip, you can also do that here. Then we have some for cooking reports. So this is what I was talking about, meals and sides. You can also print them separately. You can print them all together or separately, however you want to print those. For the route settings, here you have more columns that you can pick. You can decide whether you want to show your pickup orders on the route report, or if you don't want to show the pickup orders, just click on now. We have some revenue settings. If there's specific calculation that you have to make on commissions or credit card fees or something, you can add those here. And only a few things for ingredients. This is really talking about global add-ons, so that's I'll reference you to the video that belongs to. So that's how you deal with your reports. Remember, Happy Meal Prep reports work with the delivery date, not the purchase date. And every time that you create a report is the same flow. You first create a new report, you select the date, you select the warehouse that it belongs to, and then you get the option to print it multiple times in different ways.